Hey guys, Bryan Lebo here with your February Las Vegas market update video. Well, daylight savings is next week and spring's right around the corner. So this also means that the peak real estate season is also right behind the corner as well. So let's get started and see how things are going. All right, first up, our last month's sales. Last month, we sold 1,989 homes. Surprisingly, this was a 4% decrease over last year. Now, there's a couple things here to check out. First, while it was a decrease over last February, it was still higher than 2014, 15, and 16. Now, the strange part is that over the past 6 years, there's only been one other February where the sales were less than in January. So very atypical. All right, next up is everyone's favorite topic, median home prices. Now get ready because this one's good. If you've been watching, then you know that back in January, I did a video titled, Why Las Vegas Will Appreciate 20% in 2018. It's gonna be up there somewhere. I'm sure some of you thought I was crazy, but let's look at the screen now. As you can see, last month, the median price shot up by $10,000 to $275,000. Now, this was a 3.8% jump in just 1 month. Now, I've been telling you and my clients for months now that it was time to jump in as a buyer since most of the yearly appreciation is realized between March and July. Well, it's not abnormal to see a moderate increase in February, but you never see a 4% jump in February. This is the largest single monthly jump since May of 2016. Okay, now let's check out the supply side of the equation here. As you can see on the screen now, our inventory dropped yet again to only 3,662 homes on the market. To add perspective, a normal or balanced market consists of a 6-month supply of inventory. Right now, we're only working with about a 6-week supply of inventory. This indicates an extreme seller's market. Now, let's break down our current inventory real quick. Only about 2% of our inventory are now short sales. 1% are foreclosures, and almost 97% of our inventory are normal or traditional sales. So let's wrap things up real quick and make some sense out of this. Sales were down, median home prices went through the roof, inventory is dismal, and traditional sales are now completely dominating our market. So what does this actually mean? Well, essentially, this is 100% of what I've been warning you about for months. Last year, prices increased over 15% because we had no inventory. Well, this year, we only have 2/3 of the inventory that we had this time last year. Supply and demand here, folks. No supply and consistent demand equals higher prices. I think the only reason resale home sales were down last month is because so many buyers simply can't find what they want and are migrating over to new homes. While I believe that new homes are overpriced and resale homes are undervalued, it simply doesn't matter. People want what they want and are increasingly looking at new homes as options, instead of purchasing resale homes and having to remodel them. Now, many people have approached me about this hyperinflation and are afraid that this is essentially a bubble. Now, again, I'm not the biggest fan of new homes simply because the cost premium in some cases are so high that I just simply don't see any room for them to appreciate from here. But remember this, I've been reminding you all that resale home prices still have not caught up to pre-recession prices. Just a couple weeks ago, CoreLogic came out with a report ranking Las Vegas as the most undervalued market since we're still 23% below pre-recession prices. While I'm starting to see a lot of purchasers utilize interest-only loans again, I'm not seeing many speculators or investors like we did back in the day. At this point, I really see no bubble on the immediate horizon. Simply a lot of resale appreciation to catch up to where we were 10 years ago. So here's the deal. If you're a buyer, you had better jump into something fast because in 6 months, the same home could likely wind up costing you 15% or more. Now, if you're a seller, technically every day that goes by simply gets better for you. As long as you're priced right, this should be a very good time to sell and negotiate some favorable terms, such as a 2-month leaseback to find a new home or make arrangements at your own pace. Well, that's it for this month, guys. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful March, and I'll see you next month.